Welcome to Soul Blazing. I'm Lisa Haisha. My guest today is a two-time world record-breaking athlete, Colin O'Brady. Hi.
Yeah, thank you. Great to be here.
Oh my God, it's so wonderful to have you here. I found you on YouTube and I kind of got a little obsessed with you because your story is so incredible, so inspiring. You know, when you're feeling depressed or you're not feeling good enough, or just things aren't going right, and you sit there at 2 in the morning and find inspirational videos. There you were, you popped up.
I'm glad I could be there.
Oh my God, yeah. Then I saw you speak all over and you do so many wonderful things. So I am not athletic at all. So that's why I admire you so much. I'm like, I got to get some of that juju. How do you do that?
Yeah,
it's a mindset. So I want you to share your story with them, how you were burned, you had an accident, you couldn't walk, and you had to teach yourself to walk again. Yeah. Then you became this amazing athlete.
Yeah. So about 10 years ago, I just recently graduated from college, and I decided to take a backpack and a surfboard and travel around the world before settling into what I thought would be a career in finance. And found myself on a rural beach in Thailand, and I was unfortunately severely burned in a fire. So a flaming rope wrapped around my legs, lit my body on fire completely to my neck. And luckily I jumped into the ocean to extinguish the flames, which certainly saved my life, but not before about 25% of my body was severely burned. And I was in a tiny little rural part of Thailand, so there was instead of an ambulance, I had a moped ride down a dirt path to a one-room nursing station where I spent many days. Ultimately, I was in the hospital for several months, actually, and the doctor said that I would never walk again normally. To kind of paint the picture, there was a cat running around my bed in the ICU, and just kind of, the last place in the world you want to end up in this situation. But, sort of through this terrible tragedy, an angel came into my life, which was my mother, came to my bedside to sort of stay in the hospital with me for many days, and really forced me, like you said, mindset, to think about the future. I was thinking, I'm 22 years old, I'm never gonna be able to walk again, life as I know it is over. And she said, you know what, let's think about the future, let's dream big. What do you wanna do when you get out of here? And immediately I was depressed and had no good answer to that question, but she kind of kept persisting to have that positive mindset. And so I eventually set a goal to one day complete a triathlon. And so fast forward in the story, but it was 3 months until I was released from that Thai hospital. Still hadn't taken a single step, carried on and off the plane to flown back to Portland, Oregon, where I'm from, and finally took my first step in my mother's kitchen. And then 18 months after being burned in the fire, I kind of honored that goal to say, I'm gonna race a triathlon. So I showed up in Chicago to race a Chicago Triathlon. First time I'd ever raced a triathlon, not something I've ever done before, swimming, biking, running. I've been a collegiate swimmer. And I ended up finishing the Chicago Triathlon, which was amazing for me to kind of honor my goal. But not only that, I had actually won the entire Chicago Triathlon. Beating about 4,000 other participants on the day, and it was an incredible.
Were you athletic before this?
So I was a swimmer through college, and I grew up as an athlete, but triathlon was completely new to me. I never biked or run competitively, and so to have this moment where not only I had overcome this adversity, but won this huge race, was a huge mindset shift for me. And although it was amazing to have won this race, really what I thought about myself was, I don't think I'm some superhuman human being. I think that really it was a great lesson in mindset, in that all of us as humans, we sometimes face obstacles, we face setbacks, but my mother forced me to shift my mind towards the positive and think about what I could make of my life moving forwards. And for me, that was a tangible goal in the athletic space, but it could be anything. It could be love or entrepreneurship, business, or really anything it is, but having that goal with that guiding purpose and having your full passion moving forwards toward it, we can really achieve amazing things. And so this changed my entire trajectory of my life. I became a professional athlete, raced triathlon professionally for 6 years, 25 countries, 6 continents, and then a few years ago decided to sort of set my next big goal, which was to see if I could set the world record for something called the Explorers Grand Slam. So that's to climb the tallest mountain on each of the 7 continents. So Everest, Denali.
I went to Everest.
Yeah, exactly. As well as Kilimanjaro. As well as complete expeditions to both the North and South Poles, faster than anyone's ever done that. Fewer than 50 people have ever accomplished the Grand Slam, and I was aiming to do it without taking any breaks in between. So mountain to mountain, climb Everest, come down, fly to the next mountain. It was a pretty crazy, but after 139 days, I set this world record. But my larger purpose and reason really for doing this was a nonprofit that I founded around inspiring kids to get outside, to move their bodies, to live active and healthy lives. And so it was a whole a campaign that was really, bigger than myself, but just using it as a catalyst for spreading inspiration in the world.